Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I post nail tutorials every Thursday and Sunday at 8:15 a.m. Central Time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you do not miss out on future videos. This is a new environment. If you guys are following me on all my social media platforms, you will note that we have currently moved into our new home. Everything is still in transition, so the lighting's off, the audio might be off, our background isn't done yet, so bear with me in that. But I did want to do an intro for today's video as I'm going to be doing my gender reveal nails. I know a lot of you guys are not aware, but I am pregnant. I have been keeping it a secret. We will be finding out the gender here soon and I'm so excited. So I wanted to do my gender reveal nails different than what you typically see with gender reveal nails. I didn't want any feet on there or anything like that since I'm going to be wearing these for a hot minute. So I decided to create this fun gender reveal set that can also be interpreted for some spring nails. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to shop my merch. Here I'm wearing one of my shirts in gray. It's just the basic t-shirt. I rolled up the sleeves a little bit, but it says Prep Shape Nail It and it has my logo right here. Don't forget to shop. You guys are supporting my channel if you guys shop my merch and you get a cute shirt to show that you're a nail tech. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Now let's get right into it. Getting right into today's video, I am starting off by prepping my natural nails. I did go ahead and remove the product that I previously had on my nails, which is what I have on my right hand. It is the BB gel from Profile's Backstage. I absolutely loved and enjoyed wearing it. The amount of time that I wore it, my nails grew a good amount. If you guys missed that video, it will be linked so you guys can check it out. I did do just a simple manicure on my nails using the product and I absolutely love it. You can see there's zero lifting other than this thumb that I'm actually removing right now. I am a picker and surprisingly that's the only one that I attacked. I'm going ahead and prepping my nails for my acrylic application. I'm starting off using my Kiara Sky Rechargeable E-File at a speed of about 4,000 RPMs. Along with that, I'm using the Profile's Backstage Mandrel bit. And along with that, I'm using their all new purple sanding bands. I did mention it in one of my previous videos. These are all new to their website. They are the only ones to carry this product in the entire United States. So I am so excited to be sharing it with you guys. I love the color. So definitely check them out if you guys are looking for a good sanding band. I love them. They are available in fine, medium, and coarse. For this video, I am using the medium ones. I love using that for prep. I feel like it works effectively. And if you're using it very gently, you will not damage your natural nail. So I'm just going in and removing the shine of my natural nail while kind of debulking that product just a little bit more so that it's nice and thin, specifically on the tip. I'm going in with my needle bit. I'm going to be removing any extra dead skin that I might have missed using my Mandrel bit. You might think you get it all off, but this tells you otherwise, and I love it because it definitely has changed my prep game. So I'm just going very gently in, same E-File, and I still have it at 4,000 RPMs. Just work with it very gently and it will be super effective. I'm going in using my cuticle ball bit, just removing any skin that I might have on that cuticle area. I do not like nipping. I say this in every single one of my videos. So I prefer this method. It just gently buffs it off without damaging the skin or having to cut anything off. I'm going to go ahead and repeat that on the rest of the nails. I did move up my E-File up to 5,000 RPMs for this step. I am going to be cleaning my nails thoroughly using a lint-free wipe and some swipe. This helps remove any excess dust while dehydrating your natural nail at the same time. I'm going to be applying my tips using the Young Nails brush on glue. It is my favorite. It dries super quick, which I love. So definitely recommend different glues if you have issues placing the tip on there correctly. But once you get the hang of it, it is a lifesaver for that glue to dry very quickly. So for this video, I am using the extra long C-curve tips from Not Polish. They have quickly become my favorites, specifically for super scored nails, which I've been really into. I feel like they look really good when they are long. So I'm just going ahead and applying those onto the very tip of my nail, and I'm making sure that I'm pressing it all the way down and that everything is nice and adhered. Now, I did forget to stay in frame when I was cutting my tips, but I basically just cut the number off on the majority of my nails. And then, of course, you guys know that I cut my thumb a lot shorter than the rest. So my nails are going to be extra long for today's video. I was actually planning on doing shorter nails because I wasn't used to it anymore. But my husband was like, you know what, just leave the length. And I was like, no, I cannot do that. I will not be able to function. We are traveling, so I did not want to have to struggle with luggage, even though I probably already am with this length, but it would have been worse if they were longer. So I'm just going ahead and shaping them up, making sure that the sides are nice and flush to the sides of my natural nail. And then I'm scoring them off very gently so that the shape is nice and crisp throughout my acrylic application. I'm going back to my e-file using my sanding band at a speed of about 5,000 RPMs. I'm just very quickly and gently buffing the nail so that it blends nicely to my natural nail. I like to do this specifically on my own nails just because I get a nicer application. With clients, I'm not really concerned because I have better grip of their hand and I can honestly work easier on a client. So I just go ahead and blend that together as best as possible. Now I am going to be dehydrating once more. I apparently didn't show that either, but I did go ahead and clean my natural nail once again just to remove the excess dust. Now I am applying Profix from Profiles Backstage. This is their primer. And I cannot remember if I did 1 or 2 coats, but if you have issues with lifting, definitely recommend you do 2 coats instead of 1. That most likely will solve your issues if you're doing your prep correctly. So I'm just making sure that I'm really scrubbing that into my natural nail. Now for today's video, I'm using these amazing flowers from Profiles Backstage. They did send these out to me a while back and I'm just now getting into using them. So I saw this combo when deciding what to do on my nails. It came like this in the pack that they sent me and I loved it. I loved the pink and the blue, and I didn't want to do your typical baby blue and baby pink nails for a gender reveal. So I wanted something that I can transition to spring nails. So if you guys are not pregnant, you guys can still rock this design because it's so pretty and super spring-like. So I'm going ahead and applying my dried flowers. I went ahead and cut them out. I chose my powders. I have everything laid out. Now to apply these, I had a brain fart and I used my brush for a brief second, and then I was like, oh my god, my bristles are gonna get all stuck together, but luckily I figured it out. Pregnancy brain is no joke, you guys. So now I am taking my tweezers and using it correctly. I went ahead and applied a little bit of glue onto the tip. I'm doing it this method because I feel like you'll get a better encapsulation when you glue it directly onto the nail versus adding a little bit of clear and then encapsulating them. You will get a thicker nail and it might be a little bit trickier for you to encapsulate. So definitely recommend this method if you don't have issues with removing the design afterwards. So I'm just going in, applying glue as needed, and then I'm going to be pressing those into that tip, making sure that it's nice and adhered. And I feel like I'm super excited about these nails. I kept looking at them and I'm like, these flowers are just so pretty. So I am glad that I went with this route. These tweezers are from Makartt, I believe. They sent it to me in one of their little kits. Definitely love them. I love that they're matte black and that they're curved. It makes so much easier for the application. So again, I'm just going to continue to layer those on however I feel looks best. Now I'm actually taking Nude Panther from Not Polish and I'm going to be ombreing that a little bit. I started off with this because I had no idea what route I wanted to take with the design. So I'm honestly just going as I'm applying it and going with the design that comes to my mind. I did ask my husband for a few suggestions, so huge shout out to him for helping me out. But I'm just going ahead and applying that on the natural nail area, definitely trying to conceal my free edge. And I'm just blending it very gently into the tip, and I love how this looks with the clear tip and the pink. It's just such a pretty contrast. And for today's video, I am using the Not Polish acrylic brush in the size 12. Along with that, I'm using their acrylic monomer as well. And then I'm just adding a little bit more flowers to kind of add a little bit of pop on that area. Nothing major, I just felt like it needed a little bit more on that. Now again, I'm going to be actually doing a milk bath inspired design on the middle finger. My husband actually suggested it. I didn't want to use white because I felt like it was going to clash too much and I wanted to keep everything nice and cohesive. So instead, I am applying my flowers, and then we're going to be using the same Nude Panther for the milk bath effect. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch the rest of this process and get right back on whenever I feel it is necessary. Now I am focusing on that tip first because I didn't want to glue any of the flowers directly onto my natural nail. So instead I'm going to be doing the reverse method. I'm just adding a little bit of that Nude Panther onto my natural nail, and I'm going to be layering on some of the flowers onto that wet surface. I'm quickly taking some of that pink color and applying it over top of the flowers. Super thin layers. As you guys know, I do not like my nails to be super thick, so I specifically work with very little product, and you can definitely tell specifically on this nail. So I'm just really blending that out, making sure that I'm giving it that milk bath effect without making it super bulky and fully covering those flowers. Now once I have gotten the desired design, I am adding a little bit more petals here and there, just so that some are submerged in what would technically be the milk, and then some are kind of floating over top. And then I'm just going to be adding a little bit more onto the natural nail and layering flowers as needed. Now, like I mentioned previously, I had no idea what the heck I was doing with my nails, so I ended up looking to see if I had any blue that resembled the blue in the flowers, and Blooming Mint from Not Polished matched perfectly. So I went ahead and used that on the index finger and the pinky, and I'm going to be ombreing that with Nude Panther. I figured it would be the perfect blend, and it goes with the concept, and I love it. I'm in love with how it turned out. So I'm just making sure that I'm adding a little bit on the tip, blending it upwards towards the middle. And then I'm going to be repeating that on the pinky. Once I'm done applying the blue, I am going in with Nude Panther, and I'm starting off right in the middle section, and then I'm going to gently bring that down towards the tip. Super easy to blend. I love Not Polished for ombres. Their products are so good and super blendable. I brag about them all the time, but I definitely do think they are the best powders, especially for blending. So I'm just going ahead and adding a little bit more blue. I felt like I could have brought it up just a little bit more. And I'm finishing off with that Nude Panther up near the cuticle area of the nail. Like I said, I like to keep my nails super thin, so of course I don't have any type of apex whatsoever. So please don't come at me. It's just my preference. I like them thin and sleek looking. I don't ever really break a nail. So until then, I will continue to do them thin. I'm gonna go ahead and hold my finger in a downward position. Always hold it in a downward position so that it blends down towards the tip and not into the cuticle area. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that on the pinky as well. Now, I was super obsessed with the flower, so I decided to add that onto my thumb as well. I'm going to be doing the exact same process, gluing that straight to the clear tip, and then ombreing a little bit of that nude powder down towards the tip. Now I'm going to be encapsulating these nails. I do add a little bit more thickness with that clear, and I feel like it helps just bring everything together. And of course, you definitely need to encapsulate the flowers. Do not skip this step. It is very, very important. So I'm just going ahead and adding acrylic where I feel needs to be added, especially on the ombre nails, because this is basically just giving it a little bit more thickness. And then I will walk you guys through the application on the ones with the flowers. Now, when encapsulating flowers, it is very important that you guys make sure you fully encapsulate those flowers. You definitely do not want to get any moisture to get trapped in there, and if you leave any little bit of petal exposed, you can potentially cause some greenies, and we definitely don't want that. So make sure you are really focusing on your encapsulation, especially on these nails. What I like to do first is add a thin layer of the clear and really press it into that nail and the flowers. What this is going to do is get into all those crevices and little lumps in any areas that need a little bit more filling, and then you can go in with the second layer of clear acrylic and actually build up the thickness that you want. So I'm not quite sure if that made sense or if that helps you guys, but definitely make sure you guys are focusing on that. For this step, I am using these same products. I added in the clear from Not Polish, which I absolutely love. So I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat that on the rest of the nails. Once everything is nice and dry, make sure you wait for that sound, and that is your indication that it is nice and dry to file. I'm going in with my hand file from Tammy Taylor. This is their peel and stick file. Absolutely love them. They're my go-to. I'm going to start off by filing the sides, making sure that the shape is nice and crisp. For my own nails, I like to use a hand file to fully file my nails other than the cuticle area. So I'm starting off by doing the shape and then the tip, and then I'm going to transition into the surface of the nail. I like to file vertically up and down just to save a little bit of time, and it gets a nicer transition from the cuticle down to the tip if you do it that way, because the amount of pressure that you apply to the nail is going to be more consistent than if you go horizontally. So just a quick little tip, I'm going to go ahead and finish filing these off and get right back on when I start using my e-file. Now when it comes to the cuticle area of your nail, you want to make sure you are blending that acrylic to your natural nail. This is going to prevent lifting. If you have too much product piled on, specifically in that area, it can cause snagging, which leads to lifting. The majority of lifting happens in the cuticle area, so you want to make sure you really focus on that. I'm going ahead and using my Kiara Sky rechargeable e-file. I have it at about 9,000 RPMs. Along with that, I'm using the Rose Gold 5-in-1 carbide bit. This one is in fine, and I love it because it just blends everything so nicely. So I'm just going ahead and dusting those off once I'm done. And then we are buffing the surface of the nail. I am using my sponge buffer from Profiles Backstage. I have left this part of the video out in so many videos, so Here you guys go. This is what they look like. I absolutely love them, and it really makes the nails super smooth. Now I'm going ahead and cleaning the surface of the nail using a lint-free wipe and some swipe, making sure that I'm removing all the dust and prep for our top coat. Now here's a little glimpse of the nails, but I'm going to be flipping my hand to look at the underneath of my nails, and I'm going to actually be top coating the ones that have clear tips. I'm using Gloss It from Not Polish for this step, and I'm just adding a very thin layer of that onto the thumb and my ring finger. And I'm going to be placing that into the Kiara Sky Rechargeable LED light. Cure that for a full minute, and then I'm going to be doing the top side of my nails. I'm going in with Gloss It from Not Polish once again and applying that to the surface of the nail. I accidentally did the ring finger while I wasn't recording, so sorry. But I'm just applying that onto the surface of the nail. And I love how they look shiny, but I'm also going to be showing you guys how they look matte. So I'm just adding a thin layer of that, and I'm actually not curing it because I'm going to wipe it right off so I can show you guys the matte. Now let me know if you guys are team shiny or team matte, and also drop down below if you are team boy or team girl. We are so excited to be finding out very soon, and we will be sharing that with you guys as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Here you go, Daddy. This one's mine.
All right, thank you. Just showed up to Dallas.
Whoa, this is kind of cool.
Last one of the day. Hey.
Down the walkway here, straight down, you'll see 33 and the keys are inside.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
You too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is the car. It's supposed to. Does it have one?
Es que la derecha, dale bien, papá. Yo quiero que tú So let's ride